I have a special affinity for Wisconsin because I had my vasectomy here. It was very smooth, like I like it. Anyway, so I got the vasectomy, and because my wife, you know, she said to me, she said, listen, la fábrica La Hijas es cerrado. I said, what? Go on my phone. The baby factory closed. And so I said, okay, I'll get the vasectomy. By the way, it's a very much simpler procedure for guys to get a vasectomy than it is for women to get their tubes tied. I mean, even though technically it's their fucking job. No. That's the one you get pissed about? I was like, no, so it's a very, I will say, it's a very intimate procedure, the vasectomy. It does require another man to have his hands on your balls for an hour. That's a long time to make eye contact, you know? Luckily, I know Basil Salame, S-A-L-A-M-E-H. I said, listen, honey, if I have to have another man with his, you know, his hands on my balls for an hour, can at least be someone I've had dinner with. And she was more than happy to get rid of me, so I wasn't complaining at the house. So I flew to Milwaukee. He's such a nice guy. He picked me up. He's the chief of surgery. He's the head of a medical group. He picks me up at the airport. Such a nice guy. Drives me right to the surgical room. Not operating room, just a regular room with a chair that goes, yeah. This is where the front row is not the best seat, you know? And then the nurse came in, and the nurse says, okay, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tape your penis to your stomach. And I said, well, thank you for seeing that potential in me, but we may be able to save some tape today. Might end up around the belt area, slightly below, or might not need any tape at all, to be honest with you. And then Dr. Baz Salame, S-A-L-A-H, he came in and said, okay, Robbie, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to put some numbing cream on your scrotum. And then I'm gonna give you a shot between your testicles now. You will feel that. But then after that, it's just gonna be slightly uncomfortable, you know, like somebody digging around in your scrotum looking for stuff. You probably never had anybody do that before. It's like, no, of course not. How would that even come up? It's like, ow, ow, what was that? He said, that's just the numbing cream. I was like, well, you must have a callus on your finger then, because that hurt like a motherfucker, like a motherfucker. And then he gave me a shot between my balls. Let me tell you something. When you get a shot between your balls, you will put down your fucking phone. Wow! You have my complete attention. What else can I do for you? And then he was right. After that, it was just slightly uncomfortable, like somebody digging around my scrotum looking for stuff. And then I smelled smoke. I smell smoke. What the fuck is that? And he said, oh, that's you. I'm on fire right now? Which part of me is burning exactly? He said, well, I just severed your vas deferens veins and then I soldered them off. That's the smoke you smell, your flesh burning. Was that necessary? You know, I mean, did you just throw that one in there, or was that all, they do that all done? He said, that's what a vasectomy is, you know? In the old days, we just severed the vas deferens veins, but then there were some cases, not a lot, but there were some cases of them actually reattaching themselves. So now we solder that whole area off. And then he dumbed it down for me. This way, your little swimmers can't get to where they want to go. And I was still high from all the medication. I was like, do I still make the little swimmers? And he said, I'm not taking out your testicles. I'm just preventing the swimmers from getting to where they want to go. I was like, oh yeah? Well, if I still make them, where do they go? He said, well, the body reabsorbs most of them. I said, yeah? What about the smart ones? You know, the ones that are like, fuck, it's all burned out right here. There's got to be another way to get out of here. Come on, guys. Let's check out the asshole. Let's go. You, come on, you. My turn. Wait a minute. I think I've been in here before. What about the smart ones? And he said, I wouldn't worry about it. I said, listen, I'm never gonna not worry about it. I'm worried right now. I need to know where all the swimmers are at all times. I can't, have them swimming around. I have no idea where they are, Like one day I'm watching some Italian movie. All of a sudden I tear up a little bit. Next thing I got like jizz coming out my eyeballs. I need to know where they all are at all times. He said, I think you'll be fine. Then he said, okay, Robbie, we're gonna close up your incision right now. We're gonna use surgical glue. This way, it'll lessen the likelihood of you having any unattractive scars. I said, I don't care. I don't think there's a chance, I could ever be humiliated publicly. One day I go to some event. Anything's possible. Who knows, one day I could be at the Oscars, Hey, Will Smith just slapped the shit out of Chris Rock. Yeah, that's fucked up, but check out Rob Schneider's balls. Look at that. Look at that scar. What are those even doing out, to be honest? That's the bigger question. Anything's possible. I could be at the one Korean spa in downtown Appleton. I drop my towel, get ready to dive into the cold tank. Some old Korean guy looks at me and goes like, oh, that's fucked up. You got a scar, your ball sack. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. Oh, fuck. Why didn't you use the glue? Take the glue. They offer the glue, always take the glue. He said, okay, now, Robbie, for the flight home, what we're gonna do, on top of the surgical glue, I'm gonna put a thick layer of gauze. This way, for the flight, it'll feel like your dick is in a bird's nest. Thank you. I didn't know I was gonna get a bird's nest out of this. Wow. So I flew home, I took every pain pill I had for the flight home, And it was a good thing, because there was turbulence. I knew not to expect any sympathy from my wife, because women don't have sympathy for their husbands when we get injured. Ladies, anytime you get hurt, who's right there? We are. It's like, oh, honey, are you okay? Can I rub it and then fuck you? Honey, all right? Can I give you some ice and then fuck you? Okay, the ice. I'm rubbing you. I could be fucking you. It's an option. Because we're gentlemen. We have to pee in the middle of the night. Ladies, do we wake you up? Never. We don't turn the light on. We get out of bed in complete darkness. Try not to make too much motion out of the bed. Make our way out of the room, just by rubbing our ass against the side of the bed. Until we make it to the wall. Feel around for the bathroom doorknob. We go in. We don't turn the light on until we close the door. Because we're gentlemen. And depending on what happens in there, whether it's a 1 or a 2, if it's a floater, it could stay the night. Anything bigger, it goes down. Down. Then we turn off the light, we come back, make our way back to the bed in complete darkness. We try to navigate our way to the side of the bed, our side, and 9 of our toes successfully make it. But the baby toe just hits one of the back legs of the bed. Oh, fuck! Oh! 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 Your wife turns the light on. Your toe's pointing the other way. As soon as my wife saw me, she said, "Let me see it." I said, "Excuse me? Let me see your big operation." Now? Yeah, ahora, now. At the airport? Yeah, aeropuerto, sí. That's what you've been complaining about the last 3 days? The little scar right there. Oh, I need a frozen bag of ice. You're such a pussy. You are. No, I had 2 human beings come out of my vagina screaming. I didn't complain as much as you did. Such a pussy. What's that thing under your dick? It's the bird's nest. Surprised you never heard about it. How does it come off? I don't know, I've been high for the last 3 days. Hey, Doc, yeah, Patricia and I are curious about the bird's nest. It's glued on there really good. Good job with that. How do I fucking take it off? It's real easy, Rob. You just take a Q-tip and some fingernail polish remover, and it'll come right off. I said, okay. What'd the doctor say? He said to use fingernail polish remover. I said, don't use that! Yeah, but it's what he just told me to use. Yeah, I don't care what he said. That's toxic. I don't want anything toxic on your balls. Those things slap up against me. Not that fast, but you know. Well, what do I use? Use tea tree oil. What's tea tree oil? It's just as good as fingernail polish remover, but it's non-toxic. Use it, I'm gonna watch you. She follows me in the shower. I'm naked, you know. She hands me the tea tree oil. I pour the whole thing out. The bird's nest falls right off. And then I see some other problems happening. Like, oh, fuck. Hey, Doc, Patricia didn't want me to use the fingernail polish remover. She said, but that's what you should use. Yeah, but she didn't want me to use it. Yeah, but I'm the doctor. Yeah, but you don't live with this woman. You don't understand. I just get confused very quickly, and I just do whatever she says. I said, okay, just don't use tea tree oil. Why, what's wrong with tea tree oil? Well, that'll melt the surgical glue and your balls will fall down to the floor. Is that what those white things are in there? Did you use tea tree oil? Yes. Well, at least you don't have to worry anymore how those other little swimmers are gonna get out. Thank you so much for coming out. Hope you had a good time. You can do it!